So my wife and I lived in this house now for just about 5 years, and since we got here, in our little box over here, well, it was a different one at the time, there were actually some bluebirds living in there. I've never seen them before, but it was kind of cool that they live right pretty much in that box. Well, they did for the first year, and then they flew off or whatever. Those died. But new ones came in, and there's some babies in there already. But ever since then, we kind of just started becoming interested in how many actual birds are in this area. Most of the time you don't take the time to look up, but if you take a few minutes here and there instead of looking at your phone, you might actually see some cool birds. We got a little bird guide, of course, to check off some birds. You know, each year new ones migrate and you get a chance to see some new ones. But one bird we have hardly ever, or actually have never seen, you can tell a few days ago, was the actual oriole bird. Randomly, two birds, a male and a female, black and orange and a black and yellow, flew into the backyard up into this tree that I'm pointing at right now. They just kind of went way up in the tree, stood there for a minute, and then flew off. But they were only in our sight for briefly 5 to 10 seconds. So obviously you could tell if you don't spend any time looking up, you'll never see anything. But it was kind of cool that we actually finally saw them. So I kind of have an idea now. I feel like, obviously they're attracted to certain things, but we don't have what they want. Apparently they're attracted to orange. They like jelly and orange slices, of course, because they're orange. But we have nothing in our yard, hardly any color. We just actually kind of put flowers in here, but nothing orange, as you can see, except for our deck, which is kind of a faded orange, but a little bit of brighter orange. So I have an idea. Looking online, they're talking about all these things you could get that are orange, like hummingbird feeders. There's actually orioles, oriole feeders, bird houses, all kinds of weird stuff. So I figured I have this old bird feeder that I hardly ever use. These sides come out. So I'm actually just going to remove these, give it a good cleaning and sanding, and I'm going to paint this thing orange. I'm going to leave the sides out, and I'll put a couple little cups there on the side, maybe put some orange slices on the sides of that. So that's going to be my project for the day, and then I'm going to see if I can place it back there in the yard somewhere. Just see if we could attract some orioles. They do say if you don't catch them in the beginning and they don't know that they're there, usually in the beginning in springtime, they usually won't come back around. But considering we just saw some orioles a few days ago, I'm hoping maybe they'll revisit that spot, see what we created for them, and maybe they'll come out a little bit more often and even bring some new oriole birds. So I got some supplies in here. Got a can of paint, a little sander. Put the feeder together. Oh, I also cheaped out and grabbed some orange solo cups because they say orange, of course. So I made little dishes. Made 2 of these. So I think what I'll do is just super glue these to the bottom of the little feeder I'm going to create. Fill those with jelly. And actually, they do say also once spring is over, once they're into hatching and new babies and hatching and stuff, that they switch over to mealworms or insects as well. So I might even put some mealworms in one of those containers. We'll see. But anyway, I'm going to get started on this project, and I'll show you the final product of the feeder once it's done, and show you where I position it. And then from there, I'll just kind of keep you updated if we actually get any orioles. Alright, thanks.